Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro Reignited, and we're on Spyro 1. We're on the final level of the game, which is Gnasty's loot. And the good thing is all the hard work is done. We've just got to complete this level, get all the 2000 treasure, and we're done. And it's quite a fun level actually. It's a combination of platforming and flight in one. So you'll get infinite flight like you do in the flight levels. But it works in a sort of awkward way. You can only reach a certain height, and to be able to fly higher, you sort of need to get to the sort of next stage of height. So if you look here, Spyro can only go to a certain height here when he flies. See, I can't reach these gems, those boxes there yet at all. So you have to keep going higher and higher within the level to increase Spyro's height. And every single box and treasure in this level is 25 or 10, and yeah, it's just a nice little bonus because, like I said, it's Gnasty's it's Gnasty Nork's treasure hoard basically. So lots of gems. Oh, and these guys are back as well with the keys. Just nice that they added in this bonus at the end, considering it was so late into development that this wasn't even done 1 month beforehand. This wasn't even built. Well, they did not even come up with the idea yet, I don't think. Well, maybe they had, but there was definitely nothing in the beta. Got him. He's mine. So he drops a key, which will open up a door over there, which means we can go a little bit higher and increase Spyro's flight height. So that opens that. And then we can jump up here. And then we can fly. And here's another perfect example, of using. It definitely works in the original, but I don't know if it's going to work in this. But it's another example of being able to use these special chests to take out enemies, specifically thieves. And because he's laughing at me, yes, it works. Perfect. Yeah, just kill the egg thief that way. It's just quicker than chasing him down. If you, for any reason you miss, he just runs around in a circle. It's not too difficult to catch him, but that just saves you a couple of seconds. Little top tip for you. So that key now opens this next door, and it's going to be, what's going to be in here is a plane is going to come out with another thief that's flying it, similar to the boat. Sorry, the planes that we saw in Sunny Flight, and we just have to chase it down to get the next key. And the lower you go, the quicker you should fly, so theoretically. He moves quite slow though, compared to the original. You just keep, that's it, he's sped up. You just keep doing sort of shorter flights than him. Nearly got him. Another lap, I think. Oh no! Got him. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just keep flying around that area just to get him. This will open up another key, which will open up this door here. And this will give us our maximum height for now. But we still need to chase this dude down. Before we do it, you might have noticed a load of lockboxes and a load of fireworks on the rooftops. So we're going to go and get those. There's a firework there, look. That's going to open that one over here. And there's a firework here. It should open this one. Okay, no, that one. Never mind. And a firework here. Open this one. And firework for this one. To open this one. Come on, Sparks, why didn't you not pick up all the treasure here? God damn it. Alright, so. Now this bit's probably the hardest part of the level, chasing this guy down. It does take some time as well. Just try and stay as low as you can. Obviously the lava will hurt you. But he does move quite slow. And then for some random reason he just gets extremely quick. Keep randomly pressing the flame button as well and you'll catch him. There we go, we got him. If you can get him in this room here, just sort of quickly turn around so you can get back up here. And that's sort of the hardest part done now. We're into the real bonus now with this next bit. Final bit of height that we need to get to the end. I personally just jump up here as well just to make sure. In the original Spyro it's a little bit awkward. You sometimes didn't get enough height. And you'll notice that we only have 950 treasure, and this is where the real bonus comes. I'm just going to, before I show, I'm just going to check what everywhere is done and that we're not missing anything, because I want you guys to see how good this bonus bit is here, this next bonus that's coming up. If you've played it before, you'll know. But this bit is probably the most awesome part of all of the games. And you'll see there's some 25s here. This just takes us over 1,000. And then there's some fireworks in here. This is Gnasty's domain, by the way. This is where he gets all his fan mail, I guess. That he's probably sent to himself. I guess, maybe. I don't know. Lots of pictures of the lore as well and stuff. But let's just fire one of these fireworks and run off. And that was a massive explosion. Let's see what we got. A ton of 25s. This is our reward. Let's collect it. And that is every single gem completed. That is absolutely everything done in the game that we could do. 2,000 out of 2,000 in this level. We're going to go and watch the final credits, the epilogue, as it were. I'm happy. We're done.
Spyro the Dragon, you defeated Gnasty, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Well, it's just an excuse to play it again. Why not? Alright, so the game's going to go into the credits now, I believe, anyway. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Is it going to go into credits? It did in the original. Oh, well, maybe not. Okay, this just brought us back to the beginning of the game. Okay, so brilliant. So I'm just going to put Spyro here for a second while I just do a quick review of the game. We'll just do a bit of running around, just not doing much really, mooching. So yeah, this game, absolutely love it. The original is still one of my favourite games of all time, the 1998 release. And this one definitely brings back that love of the game. in its own way, really, as well, with all of the new additions that they did with the with just making everything just that little bit nicer with the aesthetics. Every single world is absolutely top notch. Tiniest little bit of details, even to the blades of grass that you get, in this world. Absolutely fantastic. It's a really pretty game, and yeah, so that's the thing that really pulls me in, is the fact that obviously it's a really fun game. It's not massively difficult as well. There are some parts that are difficult towards the end of the game. Beastmakers and Dreamweavers, they get really difficult. But yeah, and then you've got the soundtrack as well, which is, the soundtrack for me is one of the top 3 soundtracks of all time in any video game for me that's ever been released. And obviously we've been playing this with the original soundtrack, but if you ever play this game, I just randomly, just every now and again, just switch between both, just so that you can hear the differences. Obviously the Reignited didn't actually capture the same sounds as the original, but they're still really good. I still recommend that you give them a listen if you can, because it is definitely worth it. The enemies, obviously the enemies are not massively difficult, obviously, apart from the ones in Twilight Harbour. For some reason I was really struggling against those, and I won't even go into the fact that they've ruined those enemies from the original, because yeah, they just made them more goofy, and that seems to be the theme for all of the enemies. They're a lot more goofy than they are frightening, which I guess is sort of where they wanted to go with it. But for me, it was like, apart from a couple of enemies that seemed quite faithful, and some that were actually better, like Blowhard and Toasty, for the most part a lot of the enemies just felt off. Like this, when you killed them, the sounds were different and they looked goofy, and just look at him running around now. Like, you can see this guy here running around, like, it's just so much more goofy than the original. And I understand, because back on the PlayStation 1 era, they were limited to what they could do, so it was just literally polygons moving around, and was so much more advanced now. But again, I think that was what the charm was, the fact that it was right at the top of the PlayStation 1's. Sorry, the TV just played up there. Yeah, it was right at the top of the PS1's hardware limits, like the maximum the limits could do. So yeah, I guess that's really for me. The reason why the first one was better was just the nostalgia of it, really. That it was just so revolutionary for the time, and this one is sort of like a glam up, really, of what it could have been, if they had the hardware at the time. So it's still amazing, and I'm so happy that they put in the original soundtrack as well from Stuart Copeland. So overall, the original game, if you ever get a chance to play that, if you get an emulator, or if it ever comes out on the store or anything like that, if you get a chance to play that, for me, that one's a 10 out of 10. It will never be beaten, and it's absolutely amazing. The Reignited, I would say, for this particular game, for the Reignited Spyro 1, I would say a 9.5 out of 10, just because it's, again, like I say, it's so close to my heart, with the dragons and stuff, and Spyro being something I've grown up with. So yeah, definitely recommend playing through it if you ever get the chance, because it's a fantastic game. Overall trophy difficulty, I'd probably say is about a 3 out of 10. There's a couple that are a little bit awkward, but overall not too difficult, definitely achievable. If you've never got a platinum trophy before, go out and get this game, get yourself a nice platinum trophy, not too bad. Yeah, I think I've rambled on enough for now, so we will continue this playthrough. It's the end of Spyro 1, unfortunately, as sad as that is, but we'll be going on to Spyro 2, which is Ripto's Rage in the US. Originally in the UK, it was known as Gateway to Glimmer, but they stuck with Ripto's Rage, which just doesn't sound as good to me. But yeah, we'll go on to Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage next time on Let's Play Spyro Reignited. And I really hope you've enjoyed this third of the Let's Play. It's only the first third of the parts we've been doing. But yeah, join me then for Spyro 2. Thank you for watching.